Go over why the time skip is just gonna be same old Boruto, the worst manga / anime ever made. First, we have to look at the events that set up this time skip. We had by far the worst Boruto arc, which is something.
If we really been honest of which one was the worst arc of all the arcs, I'm gonna have to give it to the Magini Bandit arc. The Momoshiki arc set up how Boruto got the Karma Seal. Then you got the Magini Band that's just him bodyguarding the feudal lord's son, and you know, whatever. Then you get a hint of the car organization at the end. Then after that, you got other arcs like I forgot what it called, the car retrieval arc, whatever. When he was fighting Ao and all that, he was scientific ninja to it before in that arc or whatever. Then after that, you got the Jigen versus Naruto and Sasuke fight. That was the car arc, and then you got Ishiki in that arc as well. And then that arc wrapped up. That was one of the best arcs. And then after that arc, you literally got the Cold arc that got wrapped up very shortly in the anime, but in the manga it was keep going, and it wasn't as bad as the shows in the anime. And then you got the prophecy arc that was going on all the way up to the end of the final chapter, and you say that's the worst one, even though it's set up from the beginning that shit was gonna happen to Boruto, and then it took time for shit to happen. Everybody thought every arc that was coming up, oh, this don't be it, this don't be it, this don't be it, and it never was.
In of itself, because to be the worst Boruto arc, you have to do a lot of stuff because they are all pretty terrible. But this last arc with Code, Ada, Damon, these new characters are so terrible, they are a new low in the story. I've made an entire video about Ada, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. But the latest arc, I mean, nothing really happens. It's just Ada, Damon, and Kawaki in the Leaf Village saying things over and over again, repeating the same lines of dialogue. We have Momoshiki threatening Boruto every single chapter with the same threat. The Blue Eyes are gonna take everything away from you! Ada and Damon are characters that completely...
See, that shows that he's not really paying attention, because that's him setting up. From all the times he kept saying it, of many arcs, it just keep on setting up the part that is gonna be the worst of him. Even Boruto thought, oh, since I died, this is probably gonna be the worst thing, and Boruto, he asked Momoshiki, you know, this was what you were talking about, and Momoshiki just laughed in his face because he knew that was not it. It's set up in a decent, I ain't gonna say it's the best, it's the greatest, but it's set up in a good manner, and then it is executed in a great manner. Just people just don't understand a lot of things, like what he finna say.
We break the universe and make no sense, while the entire plot is boring and nonsensical. The same exact exposition lines time and time again. They're a broken record. Every single character is like this in Boruto, and nonsensical because the arc only exists to make this plot twist that makes absolutely no sense. So Ada essentially changes and alters the memories of every single person on the planet with a few exceptions. She does that with no setup whatsoever. It's completely stupid. She breaks the universe.
No setup. First of all, they explain her jutsu. Momoshiki said he didn't know nothing about her jutsu. He figured out what her jutsu actually was. Then while he figured out what it actually was, Boruto was gonna get information out of him. Then Kawaki came out of nowhere, asking him to let Momoshiki. After that, he went to Naruto's house, sealed Naruto, and then that when the big thing happened. You're not paying attention, because if you did, you will understand that that was set up. That was set up already. Oh shit, her ability is to charm. She charm everybody, nobody can't do nothing to her. Momoshiki, I know all Shinjutsu, but that's not fucking Shinjutsu. And then you gonna say, oh, that wasn't set up at all. Even though he said that these blue eyes will take everything from you. We thought we were just taking parents away, our loved ones, but he ended up taking the whole shinobi world away from Boruto. And then it wasn't even her, it was through her, but it was also Kawaki thoughts and everything. So you not really reading the story. You're not comprehending everything you're saying. You're saying you analyze it, but you're not really analyzing it.
While doing so, and I've made a video about that as well. We have Sardas with the worst Mangekyo Sharingan awakening.
And then let me explain this part. We already know that Naruto Sasuke broke the cycle of hatred. This is a cycle of love. As you see, that every time they get stronger, it's not out of somebody losing their life. It's out of they gotta fight to try to save their loved ones. It's been like that. And so since Sarada awakened her Mangekyo Sharingan, now internal, ain't like she working on internal, she working on Mangekyo Sharingan from thinking that Naruto is actually dead, and know that everybody that the village love, that Boruto love, everybody in the village is hunting Boruto, and she known Boruto since she was a kid. They knew each other since they were near babies. You think she would not waken her Mangekyo Sharingan? Her idol is dead. Her father is hunting her best friend Paul, could be her love of her life. Then the whole village that she know that he loved and he risked his whole life for is also hunting him. Why do y'all not think that's not a good setup? That's a perfect setup. It's not the best one. It ain't got nobody losing their fucking life, but that's just something that's literally set up since the beginning of Boruto. It's also been set up since the fucking Naruto, to be honest. If Hashirama done would have broke the cycle of hatred, then Naruto and Sasuke would have raised different. They would have grown just the same way Boruto and Sasuke would have, Boruto and Sarada is growing. You not, man, come on now. You it's like you nitpicking that shit that don't need to be nitpicked.
In history, a very boring and lackluster scene. We have Naruto getting one shot.
Now I do agree that somewhat lackluster, because I did not expect that to happen. Nobody didn't expect that to happen. We ain't never thought like, oh shit, we're gonna monkey go Sharingan for the time skip, and then that's exactly what happened. But that one, it was a little kind of lackluster, like just like the cut on Boruto eye, like he finna say. I was like, it was. I thought it was gonna be like somebody actually losing their life on that part, or he, saving somebody. That's different. I understand that, and that was exactly what he did. He saved Sarada from getting slapped because she did not believe that Kawaki was serious. Yes, I agree on that part, but at the same time, I agree, but it wasn't like a big.
Shot by Kawaki in a very boring and lackluster scene. We have Boruto losing his eye in a very boring and lackluster scene. We have Boruto fighting Mitsuki, this absolutely inconsequential and useless character in a...
Now, this the part that kind of made me like, huh? You call him Mishri of all people useless when he's the one who figured out Boro shit. In the anime, in the manga, it was Sarada, but he also the one who gave them the cure. If it wasn't for them, they was just known about their ability, but they would still would have died. If it wasn't for him, it would have been a lot of situations would a lot happened if he was just so big and useless. He's not a Sakura, and he's literally the strongest of the Team 7. Like. If you add Kawaki into it, he's like, yeah, he probably is the weakest because Sarada got her Mangekyo Sharingan now, but at the same time, very arguably, because this dude got Sage Mode, plus he been trained by Orochimaru that's stronger than he was in the War Art. So it's like, you call him useless just because you ain't see much of him for real, but you can't call him useless because it was nothing that Mishri did that was useless. Like...
a very boring and lackluster scene, and all that serves to make the Boruto versus the world plot twist happen. And so that people are gonna say, oh look, it's the best plot twist in the history of manga! Which, it was literally the worst. I cannot remember.
I wouldn't even say that.
Actually, I can remember a worse plot twist than this one, which would be the Zetsu plot twist in the end of Naruto.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. That was unexpected. That was literally unexpected. And if you did expect that to happen, hey, I'm gonna give props to you, because even though in the anime and manga when I seen it, it was kind of unexpected. Like it really just popped me about like, what the fuck, the type of moment. So you calling that, you know, boring and blah 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 plot twist, when that plot twist was made to happen so Kage would get revived. And if you don't like Kage as an enemy, then that's on you, because you probably sound like the thousands of haters that don't like that Kage was introduced. But what you thought was gonna happen? I mean, he made the whole plan for her. Like,
but this one's a close second. It's absolutely horrendous. Like, you have Kawaki, he goes and explains his own character time and time again. Before he one-shots Naruto, he sits down in Naruto's house and begins to explain his...
Alright, so since you said he explained this character time and time again, I'm gonna say, if he did explain this character on this part that you taking it from, he explaining that, I lost a touch of myself. I'm gonna go back to my old ways, because the ways that you doing me is kind of like, it's not working in my favor. And we seen that in chapter 58 when they was, I think that was chapter 58, when Team 7 was training and he had that one-on-one fight with Sarada for a second, then Boruto. So it was like, you're trying to nitpick at everything and shit on everything for clout. If you calling yourself a troller, you been the clout with this one, because you know everybody hates Boruto. You only got a selective few of people that actually like Boruto, that love Boruto, and I'm one of them selective few. And so when I see that people shit on it for clout, I'm gonna have to talk back on it, or I'm just gonna have to just text you and be like, hey, what's up, bro? Because like, I want to know your opinion. I want to know what you really feel about it. I want to know why you don't like it. Tell me the details. What this and that. You call it, if you call a lot of things plot hole, the story ain't even finished. So you got to let it build. Like, we don't even know what Kaji and Koji in that. We don't know why that the Bakio seal was basically hinted at. Could have been an Otsutsuki thing. Like, it's so many things that was hinted at. So many things. Like, what Boruto mean he could use majority of Momoshiki power now? Like, we didn't see a lot of things. We didn't. Because one, timing, and two, it just keep us in the loop. Like, what's going on? The big things is carrying us, but at the same time, the small things is the things that we need to look forward to and make sure that we know. You know? So you saying that, he just repeating his character. He lost his ways for a period of time when he saved Himawari and all the other stuff. He lost his ways. He felt like G and shit was better. Kill these motherfuckers. Don't save them. Like, you talking about him splitting his, man, that's crazy.
Character again. Oh, Naruto, I care so much about you, and that's why I'll have to imprison you and go kill Boruto so I can kill Momoshimi inside of him, because...
And he explained that why he was trying to do that is just to save the village that Naruto loves so much. And he's sorry that he had to kill his son, because he know he ain't gonna have the power. He knows that Naruto would not do it, even if he had the power to do so. He knows Naruto would not do it. He was trying to find ways to out of it, and that would be too late. So you come on, man. You hitting at it, but you not actually understanding. Like, come on now.
Because the Otsutsukis are so bad. And before that, he explains that to other people, to Amado, to Sarada, to Burrito, to everybody. It's bad. It doesn't really work. You never really get the feeling Kawaki and Boruto were real quote-unquote brothers, even though they call themselves that. Why? I don't know, just because they lived together for a couple of months. The only time they did anything meaningful together was when they fought Boro. It was, the least bad fight in the Boruto series, but by no means it was a good one. So now that everybody is Boruto's enemy and Kawaki...
The least bad fight. Which one? I don't want to know which one was the bad fight, because... Shinjoji versus Boruto. Momoshiki versus Kage 5. Sasuke and Naruto versus Jigen. Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki. Code versus Damien. Damien versus Kawaki and Boruto. I don't know what's the bad fight at. I'm probably not.
He's the guy everybody loves. Were we supposed to care about them? Yeah, I don't think so. Boruto's literally a void of charisma, a black hole of interest. Everything this character touches, it dies. Of course, we gotta have Momoshiki to serve as the Nine Tails thing in the Boruto series because we cannot be very original, am I right? We need this supernatural being inside of our protagonist that takes over sometimes and does some real OP things. And then people are gonna say the Momoshiki prophecy set up the entire plot twist so perfectly because Ada has blue eyes and they took everything away from Burrito. Just because there was this mild, stupid setup, it doesn't make any more sense in the story and in the world. So you can
How the mildly setup do not make sense into the world. Okay. Boruto the only one that said that those blue eyes to take eventually away from him. We don't know if he told us. Sasuke or Naruto this. So we just know that, he's the only one that know that. And he thinking the whole time that his eyes would take something away from him. The only time he didn't think that way, like I said again, in the cold arc, when he actually died and came back alive, he thought like, oh, this was it? This ain't nothing. But Momoshiki laughed in the face like, nah, this ain't even the beginning. So you got that part. And then, as of right now, we see Ada eyes are blue in the anime and manga, but at the same time, we never. It's a part of the manga that the anime ain't get to yet that we ain't see her eyes like fully blue. And so, again, she said that in a couple chapters, the beginning of the series, it paid off at the end of the series, of part 1 of the series. It was hinted at many times. I don't like to feel like I'm arguing with myself because people don't actually understand with the words that be coming out of my mouth. I say this again because this is something that was already stated. It's not like the big fucking plot twist to the motherfucking century. I don't say that. I don't. It's a good plot twist. It's a plot twist we never thought we would see. We thought we would just gonna see somebody die. Boruto had to run the village or something. But he run the village because everybody's against him. The whole Shinobi world, plus Code as well.
And see how everything leading up to the events of the time skip, nothing is exciting, nothing is interesting, every single character is boring. But the most baffling thing to me, it's not even the plot twist itself, which is absolutely asinine, it's the placement of the time skip itself in the story. The latest Boruto chapter before the hiatus was chapter 8. This chapter is like the final chapter for Boruto part 1, or so everybody says. It ends in a very cringe.
Dunkin' salted caramel cold brew. Sweet and creamy. And topped with a burnt sugar crunch.
Way. Boruto's just like, I am Naruto's son and I am not gonna give up even though the entire world's against me. Which is great competition to Naruto's Obito was the greatest guy line for the cringiest thing ever said in the Naruto universe.
That's his feelings. But what I was trying to say was, but Boruto saying that shit, he trying to keep himself up, and he know where he's from. Nobody don't know where he's from. Boruto Sasuke is helping him out because his daughter said so, and he saw her awaken Mangekyo Sharingan while she was saying so. So he knew that she was like, oh shit, something ain't right. But you got Kawaki, you got Sasuke knowing that, you got Sasuke knowing that, shit, my babies. You got Sasuke knowing that, shit, I'm trying to say my words every time I'm trying to say my words, blah, blah, blah. So you got Boruto.
universe, but nothing really happens and they cut to the time skip. Now forget how stupid the entire...
Again, you got Sasuke that listens to Sarada's voice. You got Boruto that realized he lost everything. He was down there on a breaking point. He was literally on a breaking point. And he was finna switch with Momoshiki, because nobody don't ever talk about that part. He was finna down there switch with Momoshiki. Even he didn't want to, he was going to switch. And that's how he was going to lose. That was the part that Momoshiki was waiting for the whole entire time. And then when Sasuke saved him, that changed his faith. That changed his faith right there. They changed it. That's the prophecy that Momoshiki saw. He didn't see that Sasuke was gonna save Sasuke was gonna save Boruto. Like, it just sounds like you nitpicking. Not everything I could just, explain, but it just sounds like you nitpicking for things. Like,
it's great competition to Naruto's "and though the entire world's against me," which is great competition to Naruto's "Obito was the greatest guy" line for the cringy.
Like, dude got the whole village against him. The village that he loves. Of course he gonna feel some type of way. And then you got people like Ada, like, I ain't gonna search for you. You got Sasuke, I'ma train you while we running. And he know that Sasuke been away from the village and all that type of stuff. Then he gotta prove himself to Sasuke and to other people that he is Naruto's son. Come on now. You just, like I said, you sound like you
Biggest thing ever said in the Naruto universe, but nothing really happens and they cut to the time skip. Now forget how stupid the entire world-changing memory thing that Ada did was, and just think about the ramifications this event has in the story and in Boruto as a character. I mean, Boruto's your main character, right? You want to do stuff with him, you want to make him interesting, you want to put him through interesting situations, tough challenges in your story, right? So now that you set up your main character to be against the entire planet, against his friends, everybody is his enemy except for Sasuke, Sarada, and Sumire, there is potential for conflict and drama here, right? Boruto will have to fight against his friends, and we saw that against Team Inoshika-cho and Mitsuki for a couple of pages, and as always in the Boruto manga, the fight was terrible. It looks completely up.
Every fight in the Boruto manga was not terrible. Like, even the Naruto and Delta fight was not terrible. You just nitpicking, my guy. This fight was Boruto literally holding back, just like him versus Mishi. The whole time Mishi was trying to get him, he was holding back. It's because he don't want to fight his friends. You should know this as a mental nerf in the Naruto universe. Since you talk about Naruto and Boruto, you should know that, but you don't. That's mind-boggling. Like,
awful, it's ugly. Those stupid speed lines behind the characters are the most disgusting thing about the Boruto fights in the manga. They look so terrible. The paneling is flat, it's all boring, it's not emotional whatsoever. But you have that going for your main character now, and you put him to fight against his friends, a fight that's actually supposed to feel meaningful in the story for a couple of pages, and the fight's bad. Which, I mean, all fights are gonna be bad because it's the Boruto manga. But think about this for a second. Ada's plot twist alters the status quo of the Boruto story. The entire narrative's going to change here because Boruto's life has essentially turned upside down. And this moment of change where the character has to go through new challenges that are something unlike anything he's ever seen before is probably the most fruitful terrain for storytelling you could possibly ask for. You arrived here in a very stupid way with a plot twist. It makes no sense whatsoever. It breaks the entire universe. But now at least you have this terrain for building interesting stories, maybe? Think about Konohamaru, for example, going after Boruto, or anything else happening in the story that could be interesting. Boruto being forced to make tough decisions. Maybe he even has to kill one of his former friends because he has to defend himself. Or maybe Momoshiki's powers go haywire and he ends up killing somebody he didn't mean to. You know, you can make drama happen in the story, taking advantage of the fact that the status quo has changed. So what do instead? You time skip after we see anything happening whatsoever. The only development we see before the time skip in this regard is that
Grow your business and reach your people with YouTube ads. Planes. Multiverse.
that Sasuke is going to be on Boruto's side because he chose to believe in Sarada's words. And even though he thinks Boruto's the bad guy, that he killed quote-unquote Naruto, he's gonna fight for Boruto because he believes his daughter's words and all that, which is pretty damn minor if you ask me. Boruto...
Minor, but his daughter awakened a Mangekyo Sharingan. But that's minor. That's minor. It's minor. And then, what the shit he said? The time skip. I agree with you the way they dropped off. Like, I mean, it feel like it's a time skip coming, but I don't know. And then that's exactly what happened. The time skip was made that it was going to happen in the next chapter. But I don't mean that everything they set up. Only thing I didn't like that they didn't show was Himawari. Show to see if Himawari is affected by the situation. But we don't know. We most likely think she is. So we got the setup of Code is coming, because he never said nothing about Code in this whole thing. Code is coming. You got the whole world against Boruto, because he killed the Hokage, even though he really didn't. You got Kawaki that's going to look for Kawaki. You got Ada that's not going to look for Kawaki. You got Sarada and Sumera that's going to be in the village. They're going to be watching Kawaki. You got the years that Boruto need to train. You got the conflict with Code that you don't know when he's going to attack with his Ten Tails army. Then you got the other conflict of Kawaki in the village against Boruto. Like, even though they ended off right there for the first part, it's not a bad ending because you got a lot of stuff that you could talk about. Oh, Kojin, the symbols, different Ososukis. The Ososuki got Shiba. You got what rank with all this. You got the other Ososuki. If they end up getting on another planet, talk about other planets for other Ososukis, different dimensions they jump in because you got Boruto Cormasil. What different dimensions they jump into, blah 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 blah. It's a lot of stuff they could have talked about in the time skip that everybody want to listen to. If you are a Boruto hater, do not just sit here and just try to shit on the show just because you don't like it. We enjoy it. You don't need to shit on it because at the end of the day, we still gonna watch it. Only thing y'all doing is just shitting for clout, and that's a good thing for y'all. Y'all making y'all money. Y'all making y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you shitting on a good show just because clout. That's like me just shitting on Attack on Titans because I don't like Attack on Titans. Attack on Titans was actually decent until the ending. Then I did not like it whatsoever. I didn't like how certain people died. I did not like that at all. You could say all types of shit about the setup. That's just my personal opinion. Just like this is all his personal opinion, but at the same time, I feel like it's a little more to that. You shitting for no reason. If you just talking just to be trolling, you shitting for no reason. You shitting for clout. You shitting for clout. If you just shitting because that's your own personal opinion, tell me. I want to know your own personal opinion for real. Tell me why you don't like Boruto. Now, don't say it because Boruto is a brat and all this type of shit that I heard in 2017 when the first show came out. The anime is trash. The animation is trash. First of all, animation just started being trash at the end of 2023 after the car arc, after Naruto and Jigen fight. It literally became trash then when people was pointing out content every week. They only had like a little hiatus and they would keep on putting content every motherfucking week. But you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. So if I'm gonna end it right here. because I'm not even gonna finish. I already finished the video, but this is good enough. This is all the shit he said mostly. If y'all want to listen to more, just the link is in the description. Just click on the video, watch it all that you want, leave in a comment, whatever. But I really need to debate with this guy because I do not like what he's saying. If we have a fucking versus battle, I do not mind having a versus battle of this character versus this character. If I don't know the character, I'm not gonna go against him. I'm just gonna be like, oh well, I only know this character, so I only know this character ability. You have to tell me more about this character, or I might have to search it up on my damn self. But if you want to have a debate, and I'm calling you out on this one, if you want to have a debate, or there's anybody who want to have a Boruto debate, or Naruto, well, I ain't gonna say Naruto, a Boruto debate, please come to this channel. Come to this channel, Red Devil 23, and argue with me up and down. I will sit there and argue with you left and right. I got a lot of stuff I have to say. Just like I just posted up that Twitter when I was arguing with people with Gear 5 versus Boruto Shiki. I know Boruto Shiki will win with millions of experience, all the shit he absorbed from different planets, all the stuff that he learned from different planets, and all the jutsus he learned from different planets. Because people don't understand that the chakra fruit literally takes everybody that's dead and take the chakra of everybody that's alive, but it collects everything, like every information, every jutsu from every person that's dead or alive that lived on that planet, because it's taking everything from that planet. It's creating a dead planet when that chakra fruit bear their fruit, and their fruit, they eat that fruit, and they gain everything from everything off that planet. So like I said again, if y'all want to argue with me, I don't mind leaving the description. I'm going to leave the description down below for this video, and I did. But if y'all want to sit here and argue with me about this, or have a natural debate, I don't mind doing it in the comments. And then I don't mind giving you my information, just like we could do Twitter. I don't mind doing a debate then. Thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. If y'all want to like and subscribe to Dygo, go ahead. That's his channel right there. Y'all can do it. He got fucking subscribers like that. So just go ahead and do that. And yeah, peace.